Welcome to BFDI Circle Edition. I got all the kind of semi-circular characters, or contestants, and I put them in teams, the Ballers and the Sphericals, and we're gonna see who's gonna win. Now, I wanted a cast of 20, so I was a little, generous with who I counted as circular, but I don't care. So the first team, episode 1, the team that loses. Oh snap, it's the Ballers. So, let's immediately see how the team dynamic is gonna go. It's kinda difficult. Coiny and Nickel are gonna stick together. They're like, we're both coins, we should stick together, and they're gonna, Snowball isn't gonna want anything to do with any of the armless contestants. And they're all gonna go over here. Or Bubble. And so, Snowball is kinda gonna be a rogue. Balloony and Bubble, I think, would get along pretty decently. Black Hole and 8-Ball. Whoopsies. I think they're gonna get along. Just because they're both dark and have no limbs. Yellowface, however, is probably also going to be on his own. These are the team dynamics. I think Nickel would want Naily on the team, and then Naily would want Bomby on the team. So Bomby, Naily, Nickel, Coiny, that's kind of a early, strong alliance. And I think Black Hole, 8-Ball, Bubble, Balloony, Bomby, they're gonna kind of be the Death Pactors, because I think maybe not 8-Ball, but I think 8-Ball's connection to Black Hole, so he'll just join in. They'll be like, we want to prevent death, they're the Death Pactors. And then there's Snowball also, which I think would result in an early elimination for Snowball. I just think they'd see him as, like, uncooperative and, he's not part of anyone's alliance, so why not get rid of him now? Or I think maybe, like, because these guys would want to make sure that they don't get overrun by these guys who are a team of 5. And so I think they'd go up to Snowball and they'd be like, we'll vote for Bubble, and then Snowball will be like, deal, and then it would be a tie breaker between Snowball and Bubble. But because I like Bubble, it's a tie between Snowball and Bubble. Let's get Snowball and Bubble in the wheel. Whoever it lands on, that person is eliminated. And it's gonna land on Bubble, which I suspect would be very easy for Snowball to do. So yeah, Bubble is the first one eliminated, actually. In episode 2, the team that loses is the Sphericals. Yep, just wanted to make sure. So the Sphericals lose, and we can get some team dynamics. Golf ball, tennis ball. However, I think basketball would be like, nah, I don't want anything to do with you. Clock and Fanny, I think would get along, just because why not? And I think these 3, Puffball, Lollipop, Eggy, are gonna be a team, just because, you gotta have someone. Basketball is gonna team up with Donut, and then Profile is just kinda there. And I think everyone would be, like, weirded out by Profile constantly being like, no guys, I was on your team the whole time, right? Remember me? And then they'd vote out Profile. Episode 3. The team that loses is the Sphericals. Again. And the Sphericals are like, okay, now it's not an easy decision. I think Fanny would get a couple votes, but I think Donut and Basketball would want to vote for Golf Ball, and I think Golf Ball would be trying to like take over the team. Like, we must, I don't know. I'm the team leader. You have to listen to me. And then Basketball would be like, no way, Golf Ball. I'm voting for you. And then Golf Ball and Tennis Ball will vote for Basketball. But then I think these three would want to vote for Fanny just for being like... Actually, maybe they'd like Fanny. These three seem like they'd like Fanny, actually. They vote for Clock for being a dork. And because they want to weaken some other alliances. Or maybe like Lollipop would take note that Basketball and Golf Ball are going at each other and they'd pick one of them. And I think they'd vote for Basketball because I don't know. Yeah. And then, so Basketball's out. No, actually, I'm going to eliminate Golf Ball. I just think it's the more realistic decision. Golf Ball's very smart, Golf Ball's bossy, Golf Ball doesn't really work well with other people. Yeah, Golf Ball's out. Which leaves Tennis Ball distraught. Episode 4, the team that loses, oh no. It's the Sphericals. Tennis Ball goes rogue. And Tennis Ball's like, can I join your guys' alliance? And they're like, no way, Tennis Ball. You're friends with, like, Golf Ball. That's more of a match cadence, whatever. You're friends with Golf Ball. No way. You're friends with Golf Ball. No, whatever. And then he's like, can I join your alliance? And they're like, no way. You're friends with Golf Ball. Can I join your alliance? No way. You're friends with Golf Ball. Tennis Ball out. 4th. Because he already won All-Stars, so I'm not going to keep him around for too long. Episode 5, the team that loses is the Ballers. And I think it's pretty obvious that this time the Ballers would be sending home Snowball. Yeah, he's not going to last much longer. But he did outlive Golf Ball and Tennis Ball, which I think is his goal, so... In episode 6, the team that loses is the Sphericals once more. The Sphericals getting a lot of plot development early on in the game. I think these three realize, hey, if we all survive this elimination, we can force at least a tie next round and then have the majority, hopefully, every round. And they're like, okay, let's play this strategically. Lollipop is like, Eggy, go do manipulation. And then Eggy's like, you know, Donut, I heard Basketball was planning on joining the others and voting you off. And Donut's like, oh! I don't know. And then Donut goes up to Basketball and is like, Basketball, is this true? You're planning on joining Fanny and Clark and voting me off? And Basketball's like, what? No way. I would never do that. But Donut is like, but Eggy told me. And Basketball's like, you trust Eggy? Why do you trust Eggy? And Donut's like, oh yeah, fair enough. And then they turn on Eggy. They go up to... Basketball goes up to Fanny. Fanny and is like, Eggy was trying to manipulate Donut into voting for me by saying we were going to team up against Donut. We should vote off Eggy. And they're like, I see no problem with that. Eggy gone. Okay. Episode 7. It's going to be the first rejoin, but I'm going to spin to see who rejoins. Like, I'm going to spin the wheel to see which team the rejoined contestant is going to go on. Episode 7. The rejoiner will be joining the Ballers, because fate just loves to see the Sphericals suffer, I guess. And the rejoin competition will result in Golf Ball rejoining. Yeah, you thought it was going to be Tennis Ball. No way. Golf Ball. And now that Golf Ball's on this other team, Golf Ball's immediately trying to take charge again. Golf Ball would probably have a confessional being like,
"The loss of Tennis Ball is unfortunate, but I always knew I would outlive him eventually."
or something, I don't know. Golf Ball just seems like the type of person to not really appreciate Tennis Ball. Not as much as I do, at least. Okay. Episode 8, the team that loses. Watch it be this way. Okay, it's the Ballers. Sorry, let me just wanted to close my closet door because it was distracting me. The Ballers lose, and I think 8-Ball is like,
"Golf Ball, every time you take control of a team, it falls apart. Please stand down." And Golf Ball's like, "No way, I was a naturally born leader."
And 8-Ball's like, sigh. And Black Ball's like, Golf Ball, to be honest, I think that 8-Ball is right. And then Golf Ball's like,
"Just give me a chance."
and then 8-Ball's like, no, Black Ball's like, whatever. And they vote out Naily for being, nope, they vote out Yellowface. Yeah. Episode, what is it, 9? Episode 9. The team that loses is the Ballers again. And they're immediately like, okay, Golf Ball, yeah, every time you've been back, we've lost. Want to explain that? And Golf Ball's like,
"Well, if you took my leadership advice, or if you took what I'm telling you to do seriously, we wouldn't be losing."
And 8-Ball's like, whatever, and goes off this way, and is like, we're voting for Golf Ball. And Coiny's like, I'm fully down. But then Nickel's like, nah, I don't really want to vote for Golf Ball, and that causes tension between Nickel and Coiny. And Coiny's like, whatever, I'll vote for you then. And then Nickel's like, oh, I'll vote for you then. And then everyone takes advantage of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, there's enough. So everyone takes advantage of that, and it ends up being Nickel versus Coiny. Whoever it lands on, that person is out. And the person eliminated is Coiny. Oh snap. What the Sigma? And Coiny goes home. In episode 9. Yeah. Episode 10, the team that loses, is gonna be the Ballers. And 8-Ball, again, is like, Golf Ball, we lost for the 3rd time under your leadership. I'm taking control. And Golf Ball's like,
"You can't do that, I'm the team leader."
but then everyone's like, yeah, I agree. This is like that one episode in BFB all over again. And then, only 3 episodes into Golf Ball being back in the game, Golf Ball is gone again. But hey, at least she beat Snowball. Episode 11. The team that loses. Oh my god, it's gonna be the Ballers. The Ballers lose again. And then these guys are like, maybe it's not a flaw with the leader, but a flaw with the team. And Bomby's like,
"No, I think that's stupid. We should vote for 8-Ball."
and then they vote for 8-Ball. And then there'd be like a scene at the end in the eliminated contestant area, and 8-Ball would fall down and be like, and Golf would be like,
"Ha ha, idiot."
or something. And the Tennis Ball would come up and be like,
"Golf Ball, don't be rude."
or something. And then Snowball would be like, you're all weak idiots, and I hate you. Shut up. Yeah, whatever. Episode 12. The team that loses is the Sphericals. Good, I was worried I'd have to continue the Ballers plotline. So the Sphericals lose. And at this point, it's rough because there's kind of 2 or 3 factions. And I think it'd be like, Puffball, who do you think we should vote for? How about, this is how Puffball talks, by the way. Clock. Yes, I suppose we could do that. And then Donut's like, alright, Basketball. That's not Donut's voice. Alright, Basketball, who should we vote for? Basketball's like, how about Puffball? And then Fanny's like,
Clock, despite the fact that I hate you, who should we vote for?
and Clock's like, whoa, where'd this sudden hostility come from? Donut. And then it's a 3-way tie between Puffball, Donut, and Clock. Whoever it lands on, that person's eliminated, and it's gonna land on... I'm betting Donut. Hold on. I'm not looking. Oh my god, I was right. It landed on Donut. You'll have to pay me $5 now. You all have to join. You have to press the join button right now and sign up for a membership to my channel. One person did that and then paid me $3 and then left. Whatever. So Donut is out, which I feel like is fair. And now it's the final 10. And can you guess? It's Le Merge. And for the first time ever, going into the halfway mark, the teams have been even. That's literally never happened before in the history of object shows. So now we can get rid of bowlers and sphericals and add black hole, Bomby, Balloony, Naily, Nickel, Fanny, Basketball. Is basketball 1 or 2 words? Whatever. Basketball, Lollipop, Puffball, and Clock. So it's and we're gonna spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, that person wins immunity. And the winner of immunity for the first merge round is Basketball. Congratulations, Basketball. You really needed that because you have no more allies in the game. And then Nickel and Naily come up and they're like,
Can we join your alliance?
and Basketball's like, sure. And then Lollipop's like, it seems that the Basketball has gained a powerful alliance. I suggest we snuff them out before it's too late. And Puffball's like,
I agree.
who shall we bring in to help?
How about the angry one?
And they bring in Fanny. And Clock goes over, and he's kind of alone. He doesn't really have anyone. But Bomby's here, and Balloony's here, and he's like, I'll join this team. And then Black Hole's like, alright, you're part of Deathpack now. Because I feel like Black Hole doesn't really care. And so now, there's this team of 3, this team of 3, and this team of 4. And the person who goes get out. The person who get out is let's see. I think these guys would want to target Lollipop. These guys would want to target. They'd want to target Basketball, but because Basketball has immunity, I think they would target Naily. And then these guys would probably split their votes evenly between the two. Yeah, I'm doing it. Again. When you can't make decisions, just let the wheel do it for you. Lollipop or Naily, whoever it lands on, that person's out. And, and it lands on Naily. So Naily's eliminated. And now it's time. What episode is it? It doesn't matter. It's now time for a rejoin. In episode 14. I suspect. Yes. I'm gonna spin it just so I can keep track. This spin won't account for anything. I just want to keep track. Alright, get on with it. And the person rejoining. Should I do it again? The person rejoining is Golf Ball. Because screw you, viewer. So, get rid of Naily and add Golf Ball. And Golf Ball goes up and says,
Basketball, I see you're in a very small alliance that could easily be picked off. Let me join, and that won't happen.
And Basketball's like, sigh, fine.
Yes!
And now Golf Ball's in a position of power. Episode 15, the person who wins immunity. Please don't be Basketball again. It's Lollipop, thank God. So Lollipop wins immunity. And Golf Ball's like,
Okay, team. We should vote for Puffball. Because she's Lollipop's second in command. And also, I might have a tiny, teeny bit of built-up anger towards Puffball for no particular reason.
And they're like, fine, yeah, sure, whatever. And then these guys are like, I don't know. These guys are like, we have to get that bozo brain Golf Ball out as soon as possible. So that's 3 votes for Puffball, 3 votes for Golf Ball. Now it's up to them, down to who these guys vote for. But I think they'd see Lollipop's alliance as the bigger threat, and they'd vote for Puffball. And also, I don't want to immediately eliminate Golf Ball just after, like, right after bringing her back. Okay, episode 16, the team that wins immunity, or the person who wins immunity, is Fanny. And Fanny's like,
I hate winning immunity.
And then Golf Ball's like, you know what to do. And these guys all collectively vote for Lollipop. But here's the twist. A Lollipop has an idol, oh snap, or an advantage or something, like a token, an immunity token. She plays that on herself. Now, all of these votes that were cast against her don't count, meaning only her and Fanny's votes count. But, in a horrific miscommunication, Basketball gets 1 vote, and Golf Ball gets the other. So whoever it lands on, that person's out. Oh, please, please, please. Thank God, the chance went in my favor. It lands on Basketball, meaning Golf Ball wins the tiebreaker, and Basketball is out. Now, Lollipop is right pissed at Fanny for doing that, and Fanny says, I hate you! And they have a big argument. Why did you vote for Basketball instead of Golf Ball? And Fanny was like, I thought you tried to vote for Basketball! And then, there's an argument. And then Fanny quits the alliance and joins Golf Ball! And the person who wins immunity is Nickel, sure. Why not? Nickel wins immunity. And Lollipop, desperate to not get eliminated, is like, Balloony, we were together on post-split. Yeah, I guess. For like an episode. We should work together. I'll ask Black Hole. Black Hole, Lollipop wants me and her to work together. Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm in. And so, Lollipop and Balloony vote for Golf Ball. And Bomby, who's like cool with Balloony, is also like,
oh, are we voting for Golf Ball? Okay.
And votes for Golf Ball. These guys vote for Lollipop, meaning it's the, what was it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, yeah, so that's 3 votes for Golf Ball, 3 votes for Lollipop. Black Hole votes for Lollipop. And Clock votes for Golf Ball. It's another tiebreaker. Whoever it lands on, that person's eliminated. And it lands on...
Oh, snap! It lands on Lollipop! Meaning Lollipop gets the chop, gets the axe.
And it's the final 7, episode 18. The person who wins immunity
is Bomby!
And Bombys there. And Bombys like, you know who
I think we should vote for? Nickel. Because he's like, how did he even get this far?
Or something, I don't know, whatever, Nickel's out. I just wanted an excuse to write Nickel out of the show. Final 6. And we've got kind of 2 teams going on. We've got Bomby and Balloony. We've got Golf Ball and Fanny. And we've got Basketball and Clock, who are kind of neutral. But these guys aren't like enemies, but you know. You never know what pressure will do. Episode 19. The team up for eliminate... The contestant safe, is Fanny. So Fanny wins immunity. And Black Hole is like, this would be the perfect opportunity to get Golf Ball out and Fanny onto our side. And Clock's like, aren't we about preventing death? And Black Hole's like, yeah, but we can't prevent death if we're eliminated. And Clock's like, yeah, sure, why not? But then these guys are like, Black Hole's way too big of a threat. We need to vote for Black Hole. And so that's 2 votes Golf Ball, 2 votes Black Hole. And these guys are like,
who should we vote for? How about Lollipop? Lollipop's eliminated. Oh, how about Bomby? Sure, why not?
And so it's Golf Ball, Black Hole, and Bomby. And whoever it lands on, that person's out. And the person that it lands on, oh snap, it's Bomby. Oh, that's Golf Ball. Bomby. Sure. In episode 20, it's the final 5, and the person who wins immunity is Golf Ball. And so Golf Ball's there. Golf Ball wins immunity. And Golf Ball's like,
don't worry. I'm sure I can get Balloony onto your side.
And Fanny's like, join our team! To Balloony. And Balloony's like, okay. And then Clock goes over and is like, no, join our team. Balloony votes for himself. Or Balloony quits the game due to the amount of pressure he's being put under. Screw you, I can do what I want. I'm the writer. Episode 21, the final 4, the person who wins immunity into the finale. Oh my god, it's the only person that it couldn't have been. It's the only person who I didn't want it to be. Clock wins immunity into the final 3. Who gets eliminated? Who gets the boot this round? That's right. Black Hole. Clock betrayed Black Hole. Because Clock wanted to focus on winning instead of preventing death. this whole time. Oh snap, yeah, I bet you weren't expecting that. So it's the final three. Golf ball, Fanny, clock. And the person who wins immunity into the finale. Oh snap, it's golf ball! Meaning it's basically up to golf ball to decide who she wants to bring with her. Her close ally. Or clock. Now golf ball's smart. Golf ball knows how people are gonna vote. Golf ball knows for certain that Fanny is more likely to win against golf ball than clock is. And so golf ball, in a cutthroat decision, boots out Fanny at the end and brings frickin' clock with her to the end. Now let's write down who everyone would vote for. Or just like, who would golf ball, clock. Bubble would vote for clock. Profiley would vote for clock. Sure, why not? Tennis ball would vote for golf ball. That's a 3. Golf ball. Snowball would vote for clock. Eggy would vote for golf ball. Yellowface would vote for golf ball. Coiny would vote for golf ball. 8-ball would vote for clock. Donut would vote for clock. Naily would vote for golf ball. Puffball would vote for clock. Basketball would vote for clock. Lollipop would vote for clock. Nickel would vote for golf ball. Bomby would vote for golf ball. Balloony would vote for golf ball. Black Hole would vote for clock. And Fanny would vote for golf ball. We have a tie. 9-9. Now, how do we solve a tiebreaker at the jury phase? Easy. We remove the vote. We remove one of their votes at random. Should I remove one of their votes at random? Do we want to randomize who's gonna win? Here's what I've seen most shows do. In the event of a tie in the finale. They either do a tie-breaking challenge, or they remove one juror's vote. Now, because I think I know who would win a tiebreaker challenge, I'm gonna remove a juror's vote. And that juror is gonna be the first person who got eliminated. Bubble. So, by removing Bubble's vote for clock, golf ball wins by a 9-8 vote. I do also think in a final challenge, golf ball would be able to win against clock in most scenarios. So yeah, no matter which way you twist it, unless for some reason you do it this way and remove the last juror's vote, I'd say there's a pretty decent chance that golf ball wins, which I think would be the more satisfying victory. At least for me as the viewer, even with my distaste for rejoiners winning. And golf ball's a 2-time rejoiner, a double rejoiner, which is even worse. But I just think golf ball did a lot more than clock. So, the winner of BFDI Circles Edition is golf ball.